I'm Kandi. I've added that exquisite doll because since I was a child, I've always loved to play around dolls. I've always enjoyed doing hair. I've never been to a hair school before, but since I was small, I've always enjoyed doing hair, my mother's hair, my sister's hair. Um, in primary school, I've always enjoyed playing most of the feminine stuff like netball. I look so much like my mother, so it's not like, even if I try to dress as a boy, it don't make any sense at all because I was always that pretty little boy. So they were confused if I was a butch, if I was a girl and I was a lesbian, so they were confused. Starting school, it was very hard during lunchtime, during class. I was picked on a lot, but I always cling around to the girls because the girls was always, I like him and he's fun and so I've always tried to not pay much attention because sometimes you pay much attention to certain things and it just affects you while you're going to school. So I wanted to make sure that I was in a lane where I was focused on school and work and stuff. In high school now, I've experienced one day I left school and I was going to the bus stop and I was attacked by about 4 of my classmates wanted to fight me and they were throwing things at me and I was like citing them and going to tell a teacher is not going to do anything because you're feminine, so it's not going to really give you anything. And the fact that you're in Jamaica, you have no rights at all. So it was just very bad and after the incident, I went to school the next day and I was picked on again by 2 other persons and we had a fight and ever since that I didn't go back to the school. So because I had to leave the school and I just left without telling anybody and I just left because I was very scared. It was getting too bad and like there was a community near the school and like they used to tell the guys in the community like to lay wait me while leaving school. So I said, I don't think I want to risk my life. Even though I wanted to have a great education, I don't want to risk my life just because I'm not accepted. So I just quit school. My mom and my dad, they're not located in Jamaica. So they were overseas. But my mother's mother, which is my grandma, she was there. So she was the only one that was my guardian there. So while I lived there, the only thing I could do is just try to look a small job. I got to work in a supermarket. I started meeting persons and older men started to, call to me and stuff and I realized that I was really attracted to men. And then there was this man that always come to the supermarket and when I always pack his bag, he always give me a lot of tip. So everyone was like, why this man always want to make him pack the bag and stuff. So I was picked on by some other because I was a bag person. I used to pack the bag. So I was picked on. It was kind of a jealousy thing, but then because I was feminine, that added to the situation. So they just turn it into a different level by saying that I'm gay and that's why that man wants me to pack his bag. So we went in a fight and I got fired. So I was back home with my grandma. She was getting a food stamp that I used to collect for her. And I was just there. The community that I was in, from working at the supermarket, persons there started to tell other persons there that a guy normally come and only wants him to pack his bag and it tips him so much money. It wasn't safe. So before things got really dirty, I said, you know what? Let me leave. So I actually left my community. So I became a street person, a street gay, got gay on the street. And that's how we experience the major part of being gay, where persons running you down to kill you, persons see you on a bus, they start to just want to fight, you have to get off the bus. Things just get really crazy. Really crazy. On the street, I was like, this friend that liked me could give me like 2 nights. This other friend could give me like a week. This other friend could give me like a weekend. So everyone was just trying to help, but they couldn't give me the help that they really wanted to. They was just trying to you know? So I don't take everything really overboard and want to commit any suicide or anything. They had me. They had my back to say, you know, I'm going to stick up for this little friend because I like this person and stuff like that. So I met some lesbians. They were strippers. So I would in the night when they're at work, because their boyfriend would not allow any gay man to be there with them. So in the night when they're at work, I would be able to do like a few nights at some of them house. And in the day now, I would just have to walk up and down all over Kingston. There was a party that my friend keep, and they had videoed the party, and the party went so viral in Jamaica. So that's when the persons from the community now saw me and said, okay, that's the confirmation to say, yes, I'm gay. So that makes it even worse, where I wasn't able to go and visit my grandma. That party was, it was so, it was the first time I was being, like I was at a party and seeing it video. So, you know, everyone was like, they wanted to be on the video, and it was, no one knew that it was going to go anywhere. No one knew that the video would go out. After that party, persons that go to school, persons that in their job, it just got crazy because it came on the local television here in Jamaica, and they pick out a few of us out on the video and put us in the newspaper. I was talking about it and bashing, and I was one of the person, but because I've always have this passion where I think that when I dress as a girl, I want to look like a female because that's how I feel. I don't feel like a man. So I want to put things together and look really nice. So I was in the paper with a big question sign, like they didn't know if I was a male or female. That video, everywhere you go and buy something, somebody spot you and say, you was on the tape. And it just get crazy. You have to just either run or you drive away or you just get crazy. That video was crazy. Really, really hurt a lot of persons. My grandma died while I was on the road. She died. And it was very, very hard. I regret that I was unable to go to her funeral due to the fact that the community was going to be there, and they had mentioned it that once I come there, they would beat me or they would try to kill me or whatever. Those moments upsets me to know that my grandma really, 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 really loved me and looked out for me, and the fact that she was sick and I was not there, I was only able to send things to her or correspond with her over the phone. I wanted to be there to hold her hand and talk with her, and you know, those moments are moments that I really, really feel bad about. I think about it every single day, how she would just normally call my name, and she would always say, wanna leave him, make him come, wanna leave him. And not to the fact that I knew that she couldn't do anything to stop the community from coming down on me, but she was always there with her stick and wanna leave him, and she was always chanting and just cursing them out and say, make him come and whatever, but I know it wasn't safe. So I know I could not go there. I feel safe, none at all. But what I try to do is I try to study like the liberty. Where to go, where not to go, where to walk and where not to walk. So it's, and everywhere you have places where you can still walk, but then you're gonna have persons there because of the country. You're gonna have persons there that's still going to come and pick on you. But it's just a key where you just have to know how to try to survive. It's not safe, none at all. I'm not going to say it is safe, it's not safe, but you have just know how to survive and how to live. There is no place in Jamaica that you're going to go looking like how I'm looking now and get a job. It's not going to work. It's a no-no. It's not going to work. And then if I try to dress as a boy, that's when I really, really look gay. I would more pass when I dress up as a female more than when I wear male clothes. So wearing the male clothes, it's just more difficult. I want to try to leave Jamaica. I want to go in a job. I want to be myself. I want to be me because it's never going to work living here in Jamaica. It makes no sense. So it doesn't make any form of sense making an effort to try because it's not going to make any sense because you're just gonna die. If you go and say you're going to look a job, you're going to die because you're gonna have to take you're risking your life. So I'd rather go in somewhere where they accept me as a gay person, where I can go and do my job. I can get up in the morning, do my hair, do my makeup, put on my clothes, and go to work. So that's really my aim right now, trying to find somewhere where I can go, seek an asylum, and try to stay there and feel comfortable. I am me, this is who I am, and I want to be me. Let me live. Let me be myself. I'm on the earth for a purpose, and until the day I die, I'm going to be me. I'm going to stay as me because I want to be true to who I am. No matter what it is, be true to who you are. Be yourself. Don't let anyone tell you that because you're gay, this and that. Be true to who you are. Once you're true to who you are, you'll be okay.